What's up guys, Prepared Guy here once again. Today we're taking a look at the O-Lantern from Olight. Out of the box comes the O-Lantern itself, instructions, a microfiber cleaning cloth for the lens, a variable amp magnetic charging cable, and a flame simulation LED module. Powering the lantern is a cluster of 4 lithium-ion batteries with an output of 3.7 volts and a maximum power capacity of 7,800 milliamps. I conducted several tests on this light and the results are as followed. During my runtime test, fresh off the charger, the O-Lantern ran on the 360 lumen mode for 6 hours and 26 minutes, just 4 minutes shy of the 6 hour and 30 minutes stated in the manual. This will be the shortest runtime duration since this is the highest lumen output available. The maximum heat output during my thermal test with the lantern cover on was 107 degrees Fahrenheit or 41 degrees Celsius after 2 hours and 29 minutes of use. I also tested the heat output with the lantern cover off, as the module stated, hot surface, and I was curious to see how hot it would actually get. So I ran both the white LED module and the flame LED module for 15 minutes each. The white LED module maxed out at 110 degrees Fahrenheit or 43 degrees Celsius, and the flame module maxed out at 78 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius. During my recharge time test, the O-Lantern fully recharged from completely depleted in 6 hours and 2 minutes using my Anker 60-watt 12-amp variable charging block. The O-Lantern is IPX4 rated, which means you can leave it in the rain but not submerge it. So if it starts to rain, you're fine, but if you drop it in the lake, you might be in trouble. And speaking of dropping, the O-Lantern has a 1 meter impact rating, and I dropped it a lot just to see if the LED module would pop out, and it did not. The O-Lantern weighs in at just about 12 ounces or just under 400 grams. As far as the lumen outputs go, there are 3 lumen outputs using the white LED module, the low 30 lumen mode with a runtime of 75 hours, the medium 120 lumen mode with a runtime of 20 hours, and the high 360 lumen mode with a runtime of just about 6.5 hours. The auxiliary flame module is just 1 lumen and has a maximum runtime of 80 hours. There are no specialty modes such as beacon or strobe, but there is a lockout mode that can be accessed by holding down the side switch while the light is off. The side button light will briefly turn green and the primary LED will briefly turn on, and then the side button will turn red and the primary LED will turn off. Just repeat the process to turn lockout mode off. As far as how much light this lantern gives off, with the reflector design and the LED module shape, the O-Lantern has no problem completely lighting up a room with the primary white LED. You can also enjoy the warm simulated ambience of a campfire or a candle glow with the flame module that gives off just enough light to read the O-Lantern instruction manual. The rubberized metal handle makes this light feel secure when carrying, and the rubberized bottom absorbs shock from drops and protects against slipping on slick or damp surfaces. Now for my takeaway. At first, I thought this lantern looked like a cheap knockoff of something you would find in the sporting goods department at Walmart, and I was extremely turned off by the design at a glance. However, once I unboxed this lantern, I knew it was going to be a quality piece of equipment. My pros for this lantern are that it's bright, it has a long-lasting battery and a reasonable recharge time, and it seems like it can take a beating and keep on running during a camping trip or a power outage situation. My primary con for this light is that although the LED modules seem like a really cool idea, I think that Olight could have pulled it off differently. I really don't like having the extra part to worry about when I want to bring this light along with me, camping or otherwise. I just want to be able to click the button to change the mode. Maybe next time Olight could put in an RGB style LED that could change colors, and then that way we don't have to worry about swapping out a module. On that note, I contacted Olight and asked them if they planned on selling a replacement module for the O-Lantern, as I think that some folks will surely lose them. Olight never got back to me and it's been about 2 weeks, but if I hear from them, I will keep you guys updated. I also don't like the fact that you cannot remove the batteries, and since this is basically only a 2-year warranted light, anything could happen with batteries in that time. Another con about this lantern is I got mine on sale for around $55 during the flash sale, but they go for $80 right now on the website with the sale being over and all. So that's kind of a lot of money. I will say this as humbly as possible, unless you're an Olight fan or you have an Olight collection, this light, although very well made, is definitely not something I could see a non-Olight fan paying $80 for. Sorry, Olight, there's just too many lanterns on the market that are equal to the O-Lantern for half the price. But that doesn't mean that it's not a great lantern, because it totally is. With all that said, the O-Lantern wouldn't exist without the fans, as the fans requested Olight to create this lantern, and Olight certainly delivered. It's nice to know that a company cares that much about their customers' needs, and they created a light based on what they requested. So kudos to Olight for coming up with a standard looking O-Lantern. All in all, it's a very nice light, and if you like Olight products, the O-Lantern does live up to their high-end flashlight standards. I hope this video has been helpful. If you like what you've seen here on the channel, please feel free to give a thumbs up, and why not subscribe while you're here? I have a ton of gear reviews on this channel that I know you guys will just love. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.